the same answer as when she's talking to the Chinese guy. I'm telling you.
Give another example outside of a body count.
Okay, ladies, what's your body count? Let's go.
I said another example, except for a body count. Give me another example of something that a woman's going to synonymously lie about.
Who she knows. Like, women pretend they have network and friends in high places. You meet her and she does nothing for your business. She's like, when you meet her, she knows Justin Bieber's manager. And after you fucked her, that guy blocked her. Like, she was a creepy, weird. You know what I mean?
Exactly. To kind of take, I wouldn't say it's necessarily lying, but what I will say is that the cornerstone of femininity in general is being deceptive. Yes. And the reason why I say that is because if you look at the makeup industry, you look at the way clothing is, you look at women when they're in heat, you don't even know. Right? They women that are quiet are more attractive. So women by nature are deceptive to a degree.
It's a reproductive strategy.
Thank you for giving me another. I just wanted another example.
Yeah, so that's what I would say. I wouldn't.
Somebody trying to throw a body count down.
They're lying.
Give me another example.
Like, typically when women lie, it's to preserve their value, to keep up that deceptive image that they have.
Right.
So
I think women survival.
It's for survival too, because if a woman is ostracized by society for being a whore or having a scarlet letter or whatever it may be, it hurts her ability to find a mate. Like, if a girl gets labeled a hoe, she's going to be disqualified from the higher status men.
No. Don't you think there's other things that men lie about more frequently than women? Like so you found like very specific issues. Like, for instance, their actual intentions with a woman while dating.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I acknowledge 1000% that men will say and do anything lying to get sex from women.
Actually, what you guys should take home today, and don't ever change your opinion, men just want to fuck you. That's it. Okay. If you women didn't have vaginas, do you really think we'll talk to you about your fucking chihuahua? We'd never talk to you guys again. That's the cold hard truth. That's your husband. That's your boyfriend. That's everyone. You hate it because it's the truth. That's the truth. You think I would talk to you? Sneako and I could talk politics. But I'm not going to do it with a woman.
You literally did it with me the other day.
I literally make money dunking on you. The fuck?
Yeah, no, you love
I choose the easy targets to look smarter.
If the mics weren't on, that conversation would never happen.
She's automatically labeled as a hoe. If a girl is single, she's automatically labeled as a hoe. It's true.
Look, 100%.
If you're single and pretty.
No matter
they don't care about the single girls.
No matter how many times Myron says it, all these women will leave this podcast convinced there's a man on earth that wants to talk on a date. We hate dates. We don't like being around you guys. And it's actually a beautiful thing because...
Sounds kind of gay.
It's not very gay.
That's always the response. No, but check this out. It's healthier doing it my way. The only time you should be around your girlfriend is if it's romantic. You shouldn't go to Home Depot or IKEA with her. You shouldn't do friendship stuff with her. That's how people divorce. That's how people become friends. The only time you should see her and the only time a man should go on a date is when the sun is setting. If you go on daytime dates, that bitch is using you. Right?
Okay, hold on.
Question for her real fast. Because she mentioned if a girl is single, she's labeled a hoe. What do you mean by that?
We said pretty and single.
Okay.
Yeah, if she's pretty and single, automatically guys are like, oh, when's the last time you had sex? Like,
are you
already asking crazy ass questions?
How is single like flex? Single means I had 1,000 cocks in me still.
What?
You mean virgin?
Thank you.
You can be a virgin and single.
So your question is, why is it that men automatically assume women are promiscuous simply because they're single?
Oh, it wasn't a question. It's a statement. Because guys automatically say, oh, you're a hoe because you're single.
Do you think that's a bad practice?
I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like, I've been single for 7 years.
So why did you bring it up?
Because it went with conversation.
Okay, but do you think that's a bad thing that men assume that you're promiscuous if you've been single for a long time? Do you think it's bad?
Yes.
No?
You don't think so?
Wait, ask it again.
Okay.
I'm like,
I mean, you brought up this topic. I'm just simply asking. Do you think it's bad, right, that men assume that a girl is a hoe if she's been single?
I don't care.
Is it bad?
So you don't care?
It's bad, but like me personally, I don't care.
I would argue
if you're gonna say I'm a hoe because I've been single, like who cares? I've been single for 7 years, so I've got it. Like,
holy
shit!
Oh my God. So fucking overtime fresh.
So let me ask you this: do you have high standards in men?
Absolutely.
You do, right?
Absolutely.
Guys have to make probably a certain amount of money to qualify for you. Maybe be in good shape. They have to have a certain status, maybe, right? Because you're probably a 6-figure earner being a dancer, correct?
Of course.
Okay. So wouldn't it be fair to say that the man's going to have standards too? And if you've been single for a long period of time, he can pretty much conclude that a man hasn't been taking you seriously. So therefore, your value might be lower. So he has standards as well.
It's not that a man hasn't been taking me serious. It's because I don't want those men.
Okay.
But you've been hugging a pillow for 7 years?
Not every night, but mostly like last night.
Let me ask you this. If I sit in my home all day and play video games and beat off, etc., right? And then I come back and say, oh, I haven't had sex, but it's because I don't want chicks. But the reality is girls reject me. Wouldn't I be fairly delusional to say that?
Well, I mean, I take full days off to just masturbate all day. So
she got you there,
it
man.
doesn't mean that like I'm out hoeing.
You're missing the point here. You can't like I love it when women try to say, oh, I'm single by choice. No, you're not.
Yes,
Men, no, because here's the thing. Men are the ones that give commitment. Women are the ones that give sex. So I can't sit there, not get laid, and then go ahead and say, oh, I'm not getting laid because I choose to be so. Because that's 9 out of 10 times, that's just a cope. The reality is
it a cope, Myron? She's finger pussy 48 hours straight. Is that cope?
If I want
She's
some,
busy,
I'm
bro.
gonna get some.
But that's not a flex for her to get some.
But
My thing is,
I recycle my men. It doesn't mean I'm having
I'm going to make this extremely simple. I'm going to make this extremely simple.
I want to comment on what you just said.
Okay, I'm going to make this very simple for you ladies so you understand.
I'm going to save you.
Men control relationships. Women control sex. Okay?
Right.
You cannot sit there and argue about the commodity that you give and brag on it. For example, if a girl says, oh, I can fuck whenever I want. Congratulations. That's not a flex because it's easy for you to get laid. Just like me giving my commitment away for anything, no girl's going to respect me because I'm giving my commitment away for nothing. Yeah. It's the same thing.
Right. But your question was, or it's not a flex if you're single by choice, right? But I think what she's trying to say that if she wanted to date, if she wanted to have a boyfriend, there is a man somewhere waiting for her to choose him.
But here's
so that does mean she's single by choice.
No, it does not, because the high quality men that she actually wants and desires don't want her back.
Baby, it ain't about what she wants. We were talking about what you want and what you don't want. The topic at hand was being single by choice. I don't give a fuck if I want to date a garbage man. Of course, that ain't the person I decided to build my life with. But if I want to go date a garbage man,
you don't though.
No, of course not.
So that's the point. But you don't.
But if I wanted a boyfriend, I could have one.
No, but you're not getting the guy that you want.
Myron, these girls turn down Drake, bro. They're busy being single, bro. They got too many high-value men to reject.
Because the problem is that women, right, flex things that don't take skill. Like, oh, look at all these guys that are hitting on me on Instagram. Look at all these guys that are offering me dates or to fly me out. That's not a skill. Can you keep the man after you fuck him? That's the true testament to skill.
I just said that I recycle my men. I've been fucking with the same men for over 3 years.
So why are they not committed to you? Ask yourself that.
Because I don't want to be committed. I'm still healing and still trying to find myself and like love myself.
Can you agree, right, that if a girl's single, she's talking to somebody at some point of that period of time of being single?
Not always.
One or two guys?
Not always.
So
really? I mean, there's periods of times where I go months without talking to any guy.
No, months.
Holy lying! What the? Let me see your DMs. Let's see those months where it's dry. Get the fuck out of here! Responding to everything.
Phone?
Yo, these girls are liars. Here's the truth. Women lose their mind if they're not getting male attention, especially high-value male attention.
But am I responding?
You're getting fucked. And yo, check this out. They're leaving. That's the truth. Okay. If it's 7 years, darling, like you should just fucking trap one in a basement. They've 7 fucking years.
A girl that has been single for a long period of time is the same as a guy that you guys will laugh at and call an incel. It's the same exact thing because women typically want relationships. Girls don't want to be single a lot of the times. They want a guy to commit to them to some degree. You even said it. I have guys that I'm fucking with. Let's look at that. Peel back a layer. It's the same guys, right? Because at some point you do yearn for that commitment from one guy. Women want quality. Men want quantity. When girls say, I'm single by choice, that's coke, bro.
And I'm going to be honest.
Girls don't want to be single.
If you're on a date, don't say you've been single for 7 years. Because that's going to, I'm going to be like, what, 7 years? That's too long.
Yeah. Girls can be single temporarily, but they don't want to do it long term.
And then you had a point, right?
I did want to say something.
Yeah.
So I've heard Myron say before that he doesn't feel like there's such a thing as like a high value woman. You've said that you believe that women